searching for euphoria, judging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep up in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, how could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night.
We are live. We are live. Yes. Woo. Hello, hello. Happy New Year's Eve. Can you even stand it?
I've missed that little video intro.
I know, I have too. We're going to have to make an updated one. Like with car pickup parties and all the
cars, all the things.
Hello, Megan. Hello, Stephanie and Jerry. As you hop on, tell us hello and that you are watching. Guys, we're giving away $200 in Mary Kay goodies of the winner's choice to everyone who comments on this video. That is crazy. Hello, Judy. Hello, Lori. And I do have the winners from our Monday night giveaway written down. So we'll remind me, okay, guys, remind me to tell you who those winners are of the nourishing oil and the biocellulose masks. So definitely super pumped. So guys, guess what we're doing tonight? Lisa is going to be like my co-host, and I am going to be getting ready for New Year's Eve tonight. Okay, we've poured our wine. We're going from mom to bomb, okay, in under an hour. We're also going to do my hair and a full face of makeup. So start taking notes. Hello from Alaska, Mari. My goodness. Hey, Savannah. Yes, it is going to be so much fun tonight. So ask us questions. So Lisa, can you see the comments and things?
I think so.
Okay. So just if I missed comments or anything, just, you know, let me know, because I'm going to start digging through my makeup, and we're gonna walk from when I first wake up in the morning to I need to be a mom look, and then we're going to like update it to I need to be hot. Okay, like
hot to try.
Hot bomb worthy. Okay, so of course we've started with skincare, and like I said, get out your notebooks, comment notes in the notes section on here, whatever you need to do, because all the products I'm using tonight, everyone needs, okay? And
make your wish list.
Yes, make that wish list, because every $10 that you spend with your consultant, starting right now, so 8:05 p.m. through tomorrow night at 10 p.m., you, my friend, are going to get another entry into our giveaway. Yeah. So one ticket for every $10 that you spend with your consultant in the next 24 hours. Okay, so first items up. Like I said, already did skincare. And now I do my oil mattifier and my primer. Is anyone else making New Year's resolutions? Because I'm looking at my makeup drawers thinking I need a purge in here and some organization. I've got stuff just like thrown everywhere. So I mix my primer and my oil mattifier. And then I just slather it on my face.
Do you put it on before the primer?
What's that?
Did you put your oil mattifier on before your primer?
I mix them in my hand. Like I squirt them and then I mix them and then I apply together.
Got it. Look at you. I love this. I love when we get to do like stuff like this so I can see how other people do things, because I always do stuff, relatively the same every time.
Yeah, and if I'm feeling like I need some extra shimmer, I will add, I don't know if anyone still has these, but like the illuminating drops from last year. I guess they were last spring maybe. I will add those to my primer and my oil mattifier and slather that all over my face too. But since tonight we are basically doing our face and then washing it all off to go to bed, then yeah, I'm not going to add that extra step because I'm savoring that stuff because I'm almost out. All right. So my next step, let's see. Judy says, is that the almond smelling oil? No, but I will be using that one as like a trick ingredient later for something else. All right, 2 pumps of CC cream. Currently, I'm using very light on just the angled like foundation brush. Mari, not to make a resolution. Yes. So, I mean, we call them resolutions, but nothing happens until you change something. So we can say we want to, you know, lose weight and do all these things, but if you don't make a change in that daily habit, then it's not going to change. So my goal is to continue focusing on my daily habits and introducing healthier ones, because I think we'd all be better off with that. Do you have any goals for the new year, Lisa?
I don't want to own anything anymore. Like
Okay. Expand on that a little bit.
I look around me and I just see stuff, and I like stuff, but I'm starting to feel claustrophobic of the stuff.
You know, this is a common theme that Bridget has talked about this. I have talked about needing like a major purge and like living on less. And I think it's because we have spent so much time in our homes. Like I think are starting to feel the energy, like the negative energy that comes from having clutter.
Yes.
It can be organized clutter. Like it doesn't have to be, you know, like a hoarder's clutter, you know, like it can be organized clutter, but it all just starts to take energy from the room. And yeah, so
we don't have an attic. We don't have a basement, and all the bedrooms in our home don't have a closet. So everything we own, you see it.
Oh my goodness.
So like
where to hide stuff.
There's no, like, if I have it, you're going to see it. There's no hidden places. So I've just realized, like, I don't really need anything other than a 24-pack of Mountain Dew, some makeup, and a laptop.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Okay. So this is my under eye corrector and my concealer. So under eye corrector is what I did, like, where I get dark. And then my concealer, I just kind of put directly below where I put that. Like, can you see, like, directly below where you would have a dark circle is where I put that. And then I grab one of these little minis. Guys, these are my favorite little sponges. And then I just pat, okay? And again, this is like my base look every single day. Because again, we're going from like total train wreck, just woke up, to I need to be a mom, to I need to get fancy. So clutter is, Lori, clutter is known to cause depression. I mean, I feel like that is a real fact. I mean, let's take that challenge. Let's get rid of all the clutter and see, like, how good we feel afterwards, right? I bet it's going to be good. Okay. And I
things spark joy. Do you remember when everybody watched that Netflix documentary and the lady was like, hold it, and if it sparks joy, then you can keep it? Well, it all sparks my joy. I wouldn't have went to Target and bought it if it didn't, right?
Yeah. So there's a system, because I watched that show and then I listened to her book. And so there's a system to her madness there where she starts with clothes, because those are the things that we're kind of the least attached to. I mean, some of us are attached to certain outfits, but you can kind of, it's easier to release them. And then she works you through like her system of like getting all the way down to like the sentimental stuff. Like if it's invoking some emotion, move it to the next pile, the sentimental pile. And then that way you kind of work through and you get in that rhythm of, Yep. Nope. I recognize that. And I don't need this. Thank you. I think that's what she says. Thank you, foundation. I no longer need your business. You know?
Right. So we did this office remodel, and in the process, it took out my closet. We built another closet, but so long story short, all the seats in my mother's van are folded down, and all of my clothes are in her van.
Like,
And originally originally we thought this was going to take 3 or 4 days. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll take it all out there. Well, it's been a whole month now, and I've been without those clothes this whole time. So I'm like, just pull up to the Goodwill and give them all my clothes, I guess, because I clearly don't need them.
I mean, I don't think that you need them. Not anymore. Hang on, guys. I'm looking for my brow stuff, and I can't find it. Like major. Okay. Well, we might have to skip brow gel because I can't find that. So we're just going to pencil on some brows really fast. So Lisa, what is like your number one glamour item that you probably use every single day, even if you aren't going anywhere?
I can no longer do a full face of makeup and not use an eyebrow pencil. Like, it looks like I haven't even started anymore. And I remember for probably 10, 15 years, I didn't do anything to my eyebrows and thought I was completely put together. And now I just can't. If they're not drawn in, filled in, volumized, brow tint, I ain't ready to go.
You know what? That is the truth. I look back on like senior pictures, you know, like from my senior year of high school.
Yes.
And I'm like, girlfriend, what on earth? What were you doing? Where are your brows? Do you have brows? Because they're kind of looking like they match your foundation. Because that's how mine work. Yeah, they just kind of like, they nude on out. Okay, and because I can't find my brow gel, we'll just kind of quickly comb through these. All right. Now, Lisa, I know this next product is one of your favorites, and that would be the liquid eyeshadows. Can you tell us a little bit about the liquid eyeshadows?
I can. Okay. So in 7th and 8th grade, well, I was in 7th and 8th grade. I don't know what the rest of you were doing with your life. So let's go back to like the 90s. Everyone had these liquid eyeshadows, and they came in a tube, and you squeezed them. And sometimes this weird liquid came out before the color came out because it was separated. Don't act like that's not true, because I know it happened to everybody. And then we would all rub it all over our eyelids with our fingers. And then by lunchtime, it was all wrinkled in our eyelids, and we still thought we looked super hot. Long gone are those days. So when Mary Kay told us they were coming out with new liquid eyeshadows, I'm like, okay, I'll have to learn how to love it, right? Because you need to love it to sell it. Yep. I'm just gonna have to try. And so I ordered 2 of each color, hoping, oh geez, I hope I sell these, right? Because I knew everybody probably had the same PTSD experience from liquid eyeshadow that I did. So I ordered 2 of each color, and I put them on. And I went to work, and all day everybody was like, oh my gosh, your eyeshadow is so pretty. And like a lady that I didn't even know was like, the pigment in your eyeshadow is so nice. What do you use? And I'm like, it's liquid. You'll never believe me, but it's liquid. It's Mary Kay. So I remember coming home that night, making this big long post about the liquid eyeshadows. And I told my customers, I said, if you will just trust me, and at least like 10 of you buy these, we'll be able to tell the whole world that it's good and it's great. And I think I would say I've sold at least 200 of those.
Oh,
if not more. Like the first 5 or 6 orders, I just kept selling out of them. And girls who don't even usually do eye makeup, you're using them because they're so simple to apply. You can just do. You can use a brush, but you can use your finger if you want. I don't love that, but there's a brush for it. It takes no real skill or technique, especially if you're just like plain Jane kind of thing. If you just slap on some light beam, you've brightened up your whole face. And they have primer built into them, so they are not going anywhere. Like I've swam and it just stayed there.
Yeah.
Not like an Olympic swim, but.
Michael Phelps could be rocking it, right?
You never know.
I don't know. So I did Pink Starlight. That is like my go-to shade in there. I like that. Pink Starlight. But they are perfect to like layer and just be a primer underneath your eyes, your eyeshadow. Okay, and then Fanorama mascara. Okay, that's it. So far I've used CC cream, under eye corrector, perfecting concealer. What else? The Starlight, Pink Starlight eyeshadow, mascara, and my brow pencil. And now I'm going to show you guys. These are in those lip kits. I can't remember which one the taupe that is paired with, but this, I've been doing this for my cheek color. Okay, so I take taupe that and I just dab it here, and I just take my two like middle fingers and I just kind of like blend and blot it. I mean, when I tell you this is the prettiest stinking cheek color ever, okay? I don't know how it's coming across on camera, but in my bathroom, it looks totally good, okay? Perfect for drop off because this is happening next week. And this look is taking like less than 5 minutes, okay?
Did you say are your kids going back to school next week?
I have no idea. That's the plan.
Ours are
on the 6th. I think on the 6th. They'll be like 4th, 5th. I don't know. I need to look at dates. At some point next week, they're coming back to in person. We
only did online learning 2 days, and we got the call from the superintendent that was like, you know what, the kids need to be in school. We'll see you on the 4th. And I thought about driving to that man's house and giving him a kiss.
You drop off some like Mary Kay product to him at least, right?
Right. I'm going to take him some cologne. I'll see you on the 4th, sir.
All right. And then my next to finish my mom look. So this is my everyday mom look, okay? Is Unique Mauve gloss. And there you have it. This is like a normal mom look. You could put a headband on, okay? You could toss a hat on, which is normally what I do. And then we're good. But you guys, it's New Year's Eve. Cheers. New Year's Eve, okay? But we need to look a little fancier. Tomorrow night, okay? So this is
what are you doing tomorrow night?
Oh, probably hanging out in my sequins and yoga pants on the couch.
I bought anybody that was at our car parties, we had like sparkling grape juice and our kids loved it. So I went and got a couple bottles of that for my boys tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, kid wine is what my kids call it.
Yes. That's what my kids call it. So I think they probably got it from your kids.
Probably. My kids are good influence for that. So kid wine. But they like it. Whatever. It's good. All right. So we've already got that base going, and I'm only going to do the right side of my face. So this side of my face, and I'm going to take a little bit of Blossom. And the only reason I'm doing just this side of my face, because I want to show you guys what the contouring sticks really do, and like the highlighting and the lifting and all that fun stuff, because we're trying it all tonight. You guys, this is our last hot chocolate chat of the year. So we got to go out with a bang and just do all of it. So if there's products that you're wanting to see and try and talk about, go ahead and comment those now. So that way we can be digging through our stash and getting those ready. Okay, so I took Blossom all over, and now I'm just dragging like hazelnut directly in my crease.
I think that you can use hazelnut in absolutely every eye look.
That is probably the base to every eye look that I do. It's Blossom and hazelnut in everything. So, all right. So there's that. All right, now I'm going to switch over to my angled brush. Clean it off. What shade? Because you guys, this is the palette that I'm working from. I got every single shade imaginable. My go-to is always Merlot, so we'll do that one. Only because it's smoky. It's like a smoky plum.
I just love to watch you.
Do you? Or maybe I should try to do this in the mirror. I need a little mirror like right here on my computer. That way I can.
Do you have the Mary Kay Circle Bluetooth lit up mirror?
No, I do not. I think maybe I need one by the look on your face.
You were robbed. I hope that becomes a star prize again soon. It sings music.
Oh,
It lights up, but it also has like a tiny little magnifying mirror that you can take off of it and put other places.
oh, nice. Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
need that. Yeah, Megan, you need to learn how to contour. I'm going to show you like easy contour. Okay. So there's Merlot, like smoked out all over my eyeball here. And don't get scared. Like play with all these dark colors. If you want to like personalize the palette, you guys, I think this large palette is only $25 and then each eyeshadow is $8 each. And so like when you see these, when they start to get down to like the low end and you see the pan, you don't have to throw away the whole palette. You just call your consultant. I need a refill on this color, and you can just refill that one color. So I love our palettes.
Especially like if you're like me, you're going to use a ton of like the smoky quartz and the blossom before you have to replace anything else. And it's just like that when we buy those random palettes at the store, you're getting like 10 colors maybe, but you only really wanted to use 2 or 3. So when you're building your own, you're getting colors that you want that you'll use. And then the ones that you use the most, you can refill them without having to damage anything else. It's the most cost-efficient way to do it, even though in the beginning it probably seems like a lot, but it just makes so much more sense.
It does a ton more sense. Okay, so I took golden mauve and put that in the center, and then I did rose gold on the inner corner, and then over top of that, on just a dab in the corner, I did the candlelight. And those are probably my favorite shades. I do those all the time. All right, and so then I'm just gonna clean off my brush. I need one of those fancy like brush cleaner offer things because my robe and like my hand towel on this side get real, you know, crazy. All right, I think I'm good and blended on this eye. So now let me find my smudger brush. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that Merlot on this little smudger brush and just drag it like underneath.
So if anybody's wondering why I'm just sitting here and she's the one doing all the fun stuff,
yeah,
I'm working over here real hard. I'm doing a Facebook party as we speak. I am in my last 24 hours of DIQ. A little under the weather, but that's okay. Rebecca's going to get pretty for you, and I'll just sit here and observe and be the wingman. But so I am in crunch time. Like, can't take your eye off the screen kind of crunch time.
Yes. So
I'm here for moral support now.
Yes, I appreciate that. For me, I'm digging for an eyeliner. Oh, goodness. I don't know where anything is. Oh, look at that. See, when you're digging for something else, you find the product that you were looking for earlier. So we'll go back over my one brow here in a minute. All right, I guess I only have brown eyeliner. So usually I use the black eyeliner, but I only have brown right now. So, but I will take and just do like the underneath of my waterline up here with black. Okay, so I'm hoping this shows up with brown because I've never done it with brown. So we shall see. And actually it is coloring it in. And this just thickens my lash line. So that way, when I start to layer on all of my mascara that I'm getting ready to do, it just makes them look a little more like falsies, but not really like falsies. And then just a little bit on this outer corner waterline. All right, and then this is our liquid eyeliner pen. You guys, this thing like writes, I mean, it is, you can get any thickness, any depth with this thing, okay? This is the best $16 you will ever spend on glamour products if you're an eyeliner girl. And if you're not an eyeliner girl and you want to be, this is the perfect place to start.
And it's waterproof.
Yes. And I just kind of like blot it, like kind of dab it again, as close to the lash line as I can get. Okay. And then just a little bit on this outside corner. I don't take a lot of darkness like into the center of my face, because then you just start to kind of close off the face, and you don't want to do that. We want to keep all of our darkness on this outer side. All right, mascara. Actually, yeah, let's do mascara real quick. No, let's go back over with my under eye corrector and my perfecting concealer. Oh, and you know what? I actually forgot. Well, we just did over top of CC cream, but normally you could do another layer of your, like your matte foundations. That's what I was going to show you. Let's do that before I touch up with any concealer.
I'm just over here recruiting my last team member, if anybody's curious.
Yes! Yeah, so you guys, this is like a very informal thing. So Lisa's over here becoming a director. Do you guys have any questions about the Mary Kay opportunity? What is a virtual party? What, you know, any question, comment it and we will answer it, okay?
All the questions.
All the questions. Because this helps Lisa, obviously, with her training and all the consultants watching with their training. It helps me learn to answer questions.
So, and for everybody who like misses us in our lives, I feel like within the next week, my new office is almost done. I'll show you the top. Don't look at the stuff. Just look at the office. Dun, 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 dun. You would have seen this room before. It was literally this like tiny little square, like half this size, in like old dark wood paneling.
Oh, man.
It was just a square, tiny little square, and then it just had like totes stacked in it.
That was, you are going to get quite the facelift in there now.
Yeah, I didn't even have overhead lighting before, and now I have a fan, like a ceiling fan.
That's exciting.
There's electric and everything in here. There wasn't. The window was broken. We got a new window. It's a good day.
Okay, so I went back over my under eye with my under eye corrector and my concealer. And now my trick, because you know we need a lifted eye, is once you take all this here, if you just drag and lift, okay? Like, look at my eyeballs. Can you see, like, a difference? Like, this one looks, she's raised. And it was like an instant eye lift, okay, just with those two products. Because you're lifting the light, and it just kind of creates a result, okay, a dramatic result. We are shocking everyone here, okay? Because when we take it off, we know that we don't really kind of maybe not look like this. We melt away. Okay. Now I'm going to just touch up this brow with my brow gel since I found it. Okay. Now I can do mascara. I'm going in with lash intensity. You guys, lash intensity. It is so good. How many team members, Lisa? This is coming from Judy. So hold on, let me click here.
How many team members? I have to have 24 altogether. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And
24 team members.
Is that personal, or can like your teams count?
Personal. Right?
No.
Personal. No?
Your team's team can count. Yeah. When we were doing car, like
it was personal.
It had to be personal. And then when you are going for directorship, your people count. So as your team is building team, that counts too, which is so cool. Yeah, you girls give me hope from Mari. When I run, I'll be able to turn to you for help. Oh, you're welcome, Mari. We're trying to we're trying to, you know, take notes as we go so we can tell you guys exactly how to run this race and be successful. And that's what I love about our Mary Kay business is that like both Lisa and I earned a car. It wasn't who made it to the finish line first. It's never that. Like everyone gets rewarded. Everyone can be a director. Not everyone makes it to a director because I think a directorship, that's the top 2% in the company. Isn't that crazy? Top 2% in the company. I think in the month of September when we earned our cars, only in the Applause magazine, at least, only 18 other consultants were listed with our names, Lisa. 18 other consultants in the month of September out of millions earned their car.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
I feel like I know 4 of them. Wow.
Probably so.
We're just running with winners.
We are.
Look at your eye. I've been just typing away. Look at you.
Look at this. Okay, that's 1 coat of lash intensity. I normally do like 3 coats. And let me tell you a trick, because some people buy this and just throw it on like mascara, and you can't do that. You can't do that. So there is on the tube, on the wand, it says Mary Kay. So put your thumb there, and then that's how you apply it, okay? So your thumb is over it, thumb towards your face. And that deposits the mascara, okay? And then you flip it over to where the Mary Kay is now on the outside. So now your index finger is over it. And then that side of the brush, because the bristles are different, grab the product and drag it out and like lengthen your lashes. I mean, we're talking like, look at my lashes, like 200% more volume with this lash intensity. And I could do a couple more coats of the Fanorama on my other side too if I wanted, but we're gonna look super glam. And if you're a messy mascara person, you just grab your Q-tip after it dries and clean up. Don't like instantly start rubbing because then you're just gonna mess up everything that you've just now done, okay? We don't want to do that. Oh, it's getting hot. I'm getting hot in here, guys. All right.
Are you in a different bathroom today than you usually are?
No, my camera is shifted. I needed more room to work, so it's kind of in the center. So now you're seeing like my shower and my tub.
Got ya.
Yeah, normally I think you see the big cabinet that stands behind me.
I kind of want to come over and just take a shower over there. This looks like a nice setup you got.
Well, there's currently a clothes seat in the shower that I'm scrubbing. So
gotta do what you gotta do.
Just, you know what? That's the bigger space. I mean, so that's just where the magic happens. We clean 70-pound dogs in this shower, car seats, chairs. That's just how it is. Okay. All right. I feel like my one brow is now lighter, but okay. Highlight contour time, ladies. Who's taking notes? So let's see here. Yes, Lori, good to know. Okay. Highlight and contouring. You guys, these sticks are only like, are these 14?
Yes.
$14 each. There's a shade 1 and a shade 2, or sculpted 1, sculpted 2. So kind of like your ivory beige and then like your beige bronze. I think during the summer I could do the darker one, but during the winter I do the lighter one, the sculpted one. All right. So one side of your face, and we're going directly underneath the cheekbone. Okay. If you don't know where your cheekbone is, find this little flat spot and come down and you'll feel the divot. Okay. Directly underneath there. So I just kind of start back here by my temple. I do this in the mirror, do this in this camera, which is going to be crazy. All right. And then you just kind of follow, and I stop like kind of mid cheek here. Okay. I don't come all the way down because then we're just not going to be looking hot. Okay. We're like talking good sculpted skin here. Okay. All right. And then I always come down on my nose. I kind of connect from my brow. And again, not on top of my nose, but just on like the outside of my nose. So where it curves and just straight down. And then you can even create like a little point if you're wanting to create a cute pointed nose. I also do along my hairline because I do have a wider forehead. This just kind of sinks her back a little, okay? And then if you want a poutier lip, actually I need to like get rid of my gloss because I'm gonna do another lip color over top of this. You can shadow just like directly underneath. Do you see what that did? Like it made my lip like pop out.
It made it look like there's a much bigger like.
Yeah, like I've had some fillers.
Yes.
I've not had fillers. All right, and then we're gonna lose 10 pounds that we gained over Christmas, okay? So I'm taking this pencil and I am like just going directly underneath like my jaw. Okay, and then if you're like, well, I want a skinnier chin too. Okay, we'll give you that. So you can take this and just kind of like on either side here, you would just kind of hollow it out. So anywhere where you want to like chisel things off. I mean, look at how different my face is already starting to look, and I haven't even blended anything. All right. And then the highlighting stick is probably my favorite because it's so sheer. Like every skin tone can use this one. And I just take it. Oh, I've got mascara there. There we go. I just take it and I just kind of color. And there's not a lot of color. I mean, it looks like a hot pink stick, but there's not a lot of color that comes off here. I just go on my nose, above my brows. So that way I give myself a little lift. I even add a little bit to like the center of my forehead. Because again, I want everything to look lifted. And then I highlight my Cupid's bow. Because again, we're highlighting this and it's going to make it look lifted. Because guess what? We want this to kind of come down and we want this to look lifted. We're giving ourselves an instant lip lift here, okay? All right. And then sometimes I'll add it like on the inside of my arch too, of my brow. All right, and then I'm gonna come in with my favorite, my little blenders. Guys, these things are the best, okay? And then I just literally just start taking and pressing this into the skin, okay? And I don't push up, only like kind of push, and it kind of drags it down a little bit. But I'm just blotting and pressing it into my skin. Do you see how like now this side of my face is starting to look not normal? Not normal compared to my other side here. All right. And then you can layer another layer on there if you feel like you need it to be darker. And then I just take and I push and I blot everywhere that I have contoured. Some other fun like color sticks that we have are the green and the purple ones. If you have a lot of redness in your skin or like dull skin, those I will use those on like glamour days too. And those are fun to mix in. And those are also only 14. Okay. So look at this side of my, look at even just my nose.
Oh my gosh.
Is that crazy? I'm telling you, everyone needs the sculpting stick. No one is going to recognize me without makeup on now because I do this all the time. All right. And then we're just going to blot our little jawline here. Like even our jawline, like it even kind of is looking a little more chiseled. And we're just melting away all the cookies from Christmas.
What is that toy?
That would be the dog. She's now going to take over the live here in a minute. All right. So there you have it. Like I am contoured just on this one side of my face, but even like look at my forehead. Like even just where I did just a little shadowing along my forehead, it really just kind of sunk it back. I mean, I think the most dramatic difference is my nose. All right, and then just flip that over and press in any of the highlight. All right, and then cheek color. You guys, cheek color is so much fun. What's your favorite cheek color, Lisa?
I've been digging Juicy Peach lately, but Wineberry is like my go-to.
Yeah, so Juicy Peach, and then this one is the Wineberry. So I think I float between like Wineberry and probably Rosy Nude. So
yeah, I love Rosy Nude. And Darling Pink is cute too.
Yes. I mean, I kind of do all of them. I did see this really cool thing, like it must be a trending thing where you create like a cheek brick. Do you know what I'm talking about? And like you just line them up like, so whatever shades you're wanting from like lightest to darkest. And then you just kind of like go to town and you just mix them up and apply them that way. So that's fun too, because I can never decide. So I do Rosy Nude and Wineberry. And again, I just kind of stipple it up my cheekbone here. And then sometimes I'll use the back just to kind of feather it out, but don't worry, we still have to set all this with our translucent powder. Yes, Lori, Rosy Nude is definitely, it's so pretty. And there's no shimmer in it. It's a very matte cheek color. Let's see, what else do I have here? I think that might be almost it. Okay, I have translucent powder and I always apply it with my big fat fluffy all over brush here.
Translucent powder is my jam.
Holy cow. I mean, this stuff, like it absorbs oil. It keeps everything mattified. It's kind of like your real life filter.
It makes it stay forever.
Yeah. I mean, look at the sides of my face. I feel like I'm looking really good. Okay. Let's throw on, let's see here, a little bit of some lip. And I'm just going to line my lips. I already have gloss on them. So I'm just going to do red liner just to be extra fancy. Yeah, Megan, the translucent powder is so good. All right. Red liner. What do you think?
Ooh, I never used a red liner. I always use either berry or medium nude or light nude.
I love the red liner. And then we'll throw a little bit of the iconic red gloss over top of it on this side.
Say hi to the girls.
It smells like popcorn. Does it smell like popcorn?
Does something smell like popcorn?
It feels like in there smells like popcorn.
I hope not.
Here,
Have
I'll
you
just
seen my phone?
All right, guys. So now I've got like 5 minutes to like fast do my hair. So let me talk to you about some products. I am not a hair wizard by any means, but I will tell you, you've seen us talk about these two. Exfoliating powder and nourishing oil. Real quick, someone on this line, I know I've already seen her pop up, won a nourishing oil from our Monday night thing, and that is, drum roll please, Lori Malone. Lori, you won a nourishing oil from our drawings the other night that we did. So congratulations to you. Message your consultant and have her send me your address so we can get this mailed out to you. And then, okay, so nourishing oil and exfoliating powder. Let me tell you what I do with exfoliating powder. It's my dry shampoo, okay? So I put some in my hand, okay, just about like that. And then, hang on here, try not to burn my cover. I want to get
You did?
All right, and then I'm going to rub my hands together over my sink because you are going to feel the exfoliating beads that are in here, and you don't want those in your scalp, okay? Because then it's just going to look crusty. No one wants crusty.
No one wants crusty hair.
No one wants crusty hair, okay? So you just kind of rub your hands together to get all of that out, and then you're left with just like the powder, okay? And so then I rub it in my roots. I'll tell you, like, even just the volume that just that exfoliating powder gives is crazy. Okay, and then we're going to just throw a couple fun curls in here. All right, and as I'm doing this, okay, I want you guys to, like, those of you watching, pretend for a second, okay? Close your eyes. I'm not going to close my eyes because I will end up having third-degree burns on my body, and we don't have time for that. So just close your eyes and pretend for a second that you have just made like the decision to be a Mary Kay consultant, or you're wanting to. You're like a 9 or a 10, and it's okay, no pressure. And what one question, like what's the one thing that you would need answered to sign up? One question, okay? And just, this is a pretend game. This isn't like if you ask the question, you're going to have to sign an agreement or anything. We're just pretending here. And, you know, we are bribing you with prizes. So there's that. We do have $200 in Mary Kay up for grabs. Okay. So every comment, every question is going to get you entered. So yes, Lori, a 9.5. Thank you for sharing your number. So what one question would you need answered? Like what is going to take you to from where you are currently to if I know this answer, that will definitely make me sign up. So go ahead and type your question. Does it show up on dark hair? I don't know. It absorbs pretty quick. I mean, I'm like a dark blonde naturally is what my root is. So I don't know. I mean, you can try it out. I can sprinkle some in your hand, a drive-by sprinkling if you want, Megan. So that way you can try it out. All right, while we're waiting for questions to pop up, okay, so let me just tell you who won the biocellulose masks. And I know for a fact that her consultant is on. And so that is Tammy Steinbauer won a pack of biocellulose masks. So congratulations, Tammy. I don't pop up yet, but I know.
She'll be so excited. Know already?
Huh?
Does she know already?
I don't know. No, we're just now answering. We're just now announcing this. So she doesn't. Oh,
where's she at?
I'm secretly watching. Yes, Tammy, congratulations. So let me throw a couple more curls in here so you guys can get the full effect here. So now Tammy's been watching us for a while. I remember Tammy coming on our lives pretty often when we were doing our Talk Pinks to Me and winning our cars and stuff. So Tammy, is there any questions about Mary Kay that you would want to ask, or just to maybe jog the memory of our people watching? You can be the brave one to go first. Because I feel like Tammy's watched so many, she could probably answer the questions for us maybe. Okay, so Lori, you've sold in the past. Lori, who is your consultant? All right. And then I just kind of break up my curls, but let me show you, because sometimes you kind of start to get a little frizzy curl, and that's not pretty either. We don't want frizzy curl, and we don't want, what I call it before, crunchy hair. I don't remember. So that's where we're going to take this oil, okay? And I'm just going to do just a couple drops in my fingertips, rub them together, and then that's what I use to like go through, break up my curl, and just kind of grab the ends of them. And I don't go back to the root because I don't want the oil at the root because then it's going to absorb the powder that I just put in. But look at that. I mean, who doesn't want to sit on the couch with me on New Year's Eve?
Right.
Yeah. So Tanya is your consultant. Yes. So Lori, so regardless if you've sold in the past, what's really cool about Mary Kay is I think it's one of few professions that people actually come back to. And it's great because, you know, if you sold in the past, life happened and, you know, Mary Kay's ready to welcome you back at any time. The only stipulation there is if you did, if you purchased inventory in your previous consultant days and then you sent it back to the company, typically they don't let you come back. But I mean, that's a safety net that we have with that 90% buyback guarantee, which is great to take advantage of if you need it. Is that the same oil you use with your primer? No. So in the beginning, I did oil mattifier and then the primer mixed together.
But you can use that oil and mix it with your foundation.
Yes, that's part of our glass
There.
Yeah. Look at this. I mean, don't look at the back. I didn't have time to curl the back. There's that. Yeah. So Lori, if you didn't do that, like there's no other stipulations. I mean, I'm assuming, are you in a different unit or I don't know who your director was previously. But you would, you know, Tanya would be your recruiter and we would just go from there. So, I mean, if that's your only question, I feel like at a 9.5, let's just do it. And what's really cool right now is we have two options with Mary Kay right now for a starter kit. And so I love it because as a woman, I need choices and I'm glad that we now have choices. So you can choose just to run your business like with like the virtual option of what we call Mary Kay eStart. And so that's just $30, $30. You actually save $40 doing it that way with that option, but you get your website and your ProPay, which is your ability to charge credit cards for a whole year, which is huge because a website and charge cards, like done, business open from day one that you sign your agreement. And then you also get like all of InTouch, you get all of the apps that Mary Kay has available to consultants, and you get so much training and you get us to kind of help you. There is a second kit option that's $130. And so with that one, you get everything from the eStart, plus you get full-size products and like demo materials for like virtual parties. So I recommend to my consultants, if you don't have Mary Kay on your shelf of your own yet, do that one because then you can use those for your lives and stuff to demo on yourself during your parties, which is a really good option if you wanted to go that route, but it's not mandatory. And then it also comes with like printed materials in a cute bag. And then they both have the add-on option, which that started this month, and I'm really super jealous of it, is the $45 option for like samples. So in there you get samples to service customers to mail out so that way they can try the product and things, since right now we're in a virtual world. But minimum startup, $30. Huge. Let's see here. Judy, is that this? Oh, you already answered that. Tammy, do you need a certain amount of inventory to be successful? I think Lisa and I are probably opposite. I've ran my business with inventory and I don't think Lisa has. Is that correct, Lisa? Or maybe just a little bit.
I just started this last year, probably.
Yeah. So inventory is a personal decision and that's something we'll talk about. It's not at all required in Mary Kay to be a consultant that you have to have inventory. That's a personal decision and kind of just goes with how you want to run your business. If you're doing personal use or friends and family, or if you wanted to, you know, branch out and make a little extra income. So, but we can walk you through all of those steps and things like that. I've got, you know, consultants on my team that are successful that have just a small, tiny amount of inventory. And then some choose to go full store. So, but those are all options that we would discuss later on. Let's see here. Do you have to have a certain amount of money to do a month or parties? An extra 200 would be nice. So Tammy, and Do you have to have a certain amount of money to do a month for parties? No. You do not have to. There are no quotas in Mary Kay. So really the only bare minimum thing you would have to do is do a $225 like wholesale order to get your discount. And that is the month you place the order and then the 2 following months. And then after that, if you're like, I'm just going to wait a little bit, that's fine. Like you might fluctuate in and out of all these statuses that have names, but it's nothing scary. But literally just one $225 wholesale order a year and you would remain a consultant. You would keep your consultant number with Mary Kay. And then as far as the parties, like that's up to you. Some people do parties, group sessions prior to the pandemic. We would do group sessions or like one-on-one faces. Lisa has probably ran her business mostly virtual and done like online parties and things like that. So there's not a quota to what you have to do each month as far as that's concerned. Let's see here. Yeah, Lori wants an extra $200 a month. Lori, we can definitely chat and work towards some tips and things to get you there. Is Mary Kay totally virtual right now? It depends on kind of your comfort level and I think what part of the United States you live in. Judy, most of us, I think locally are still virtual just because of, current conditions. But some are comfortable with doing in-home appointments, with their close friends and family and people that have remained in their bubbles. So, but Mary Kay, the company has really, Lisa, wouldn't you agree, has really stepped it up to make that virtual transition easier.
For sure. Like, I feel like I did most of that creativity all on my own before. And now they're like, oh, we'll join. Let's do this.
Yes. So it is crazy. They have like a thing that tells you exactly what you need to post in your virtual parties. Exactly each month they have a new calendar of what you can post. None of this is requirements. You can run it however you want, but these are all just tools that they've put out there for us to use. They have entire things on how to set up your social media for business and things like that. So definitely we've pivoted great in March and have really taken notes and strategized and are really set up virtually. My business took off more this year in a virtual world. Lisa and I both earned cars in a virtual world, and we're both finished directorship in a virtual world. So, huge, big things are happening all over. And so, Judy, you are in Kentucky. Yeah. So we're still kind of doing things virtual. That's not mandatory from the company. It's just kind of whatever you're comfortable with. But those are great questions. Any other questions? Going once, going twice. It is 9 o'clock, you guys. 9 o'clock. So I told you it would be an hour. Okay. But wait. Okay. I've got to add. You have to finish the outfit. Okay. So we need some bling. And then I need, oh yeah, because like I told you, we're going mom, okay, mom to like bomb, right? Put my other earring in here. All right, and then wait a minute. Wait until the big reveal. Whew, feels so good to take that robe off, ladies. Are you ready? Are you ready for New Year's Eve? I am. Is anyone else? Going from bomb to mom.
Going? Just walk out there and see if Ryan even notices. If you took the lipstick off, I don't even think he would notice. Do you?
I don't think he would. Things that happen, this happens like normal. This would be normal. Mary Kay attire. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. It's I think he would like it. I might wear this tomorrow night. I might have to have some leggings or something on under it so I can sit comfortably in my house.
Wear that right to the living room.
Yes, walk right out and sit on the couch and watch what's his face. Good old what's his face. Who is it?
It was Dick Clark, but now it's Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest. I couldn't think of his name. Ryan Seacrest.
Is that a thing tomorrow? I haven't heard anything about that. What are they doing?
Yeah, they are. I watched it on the news this morning. So if anyone else has plans,
are people allowed to go?
I don't know. I think they have I think the streets are still going to be blocked off. And they have different areas where they have to be masked, he was saying, and different areas where they don't have to be masked. So I'm not really sure. It'll be interesting. But they're still doing the whole countdown the wall and all that. The New Year is upon us, you guys. So we have, yes, with kids champagne, it's going to be so much fun. Yes, thank you, Judy. Blue is my color. I love a royal blue. But yes, so if you guys have any additional questions, okay, just comment those and we'll try to cycle through and answer them. Send Lisa all of the love, okay, because she is finishing big goals. I mean, we all are working for big goals this month and just to shut down the new year. And it's going to be an amazing race to the finish tomorrow night.
Huge race.
Do what?
A huge race.
Huge race. Okay. So, and then remember, every comment, question that you guys type gets you entered. Every $10 that you spend, you get another entry. And that started at 8 p.m. tonight and will go to 10 p.m. tomorrow night. So get those orders into your consultants. And if you have any questions about any of the products that I used, or if you would like another hair tutorial, let me know. So, all right, guys. Herd only VIPs are going to be able to physically watch the ball drop. Well, I get a VIP seat, Tammy, on my couch. I'm going to have my own VIP viewing experience. Tammy's ready to talk makeup, Lisa. So
I'm so excited.
Yes. And then Tammy, I think we might already have your address, but we'll get your biocellulose masks mailed out to you. All right, you guys. So make it a good night. If I don't talk to any of you on social media in the next 24 hours, have a very safe and happy New Year's Eve. And I can't wait to ring in 2021 because big things are coming. Big things are coming, and we'll just leave it at that. Okay. All right. So you guys have a great night. Bye.
Bye.